enters early, trade to miss the move. The trade goes against him. He doesn't stop out. Okay, so welcome everyone to our daily analysis on the Skyvision Traders Lounge. So like we typically say, there are 3 questions we have to ask ourselves every time when we start trading. Let me just say once again, thank you for joining us today and welcome. So let's go ahead. So there are 3 questions we must always ask ourselves whenever we come to the charts. And those are what I call the cardinal truths or the cardinal rules that I use so that I do not just place a trade anyhow. I'm always conscious of the fact that I must place my trade in a logical fashion and in a repeatable manner. So if you even look at quote unquote successful traders, those who have been trading very well, they have these common traits that they are disciplined and they are focused and they use the same repeatable process over and over and over again, right? So, and that is what I have here. So when I'm trading, first question, what did price do overnight? Okay. Next question, where is price now? That's and I'm looking for where my last valid range is, right? And then what must I see price do before I execute a trade? This one is very, very important. What must I see price do before I execute a trade? If I don't see it do that same repeatable thing every time, then I will not take a trade, right? So let's quickly go through our trade setups and see what we have, right? This is gold. Gold pushed down, pushed up, pushed back down, a nice break of structure there, and right now is here. So what the price do overnight is trending downwards. Okay, what must I see price do? One option is I can take an aggressive sell here and put my stop loss right there because my last valid range, right, which was broken here, if you trace it backwards, this is my last valid range, this zone here. Let me put a box there instead of writing on it. Let me put a box. Okay, so this is my box. So as long as price does not go above there, I'm willing to take a sell, right? It can still come up all the way up to this level, right? And then drop. That's what I'm expecting. Alternatively, if I see price then come all the way and break above, so I'll be stopped out on this trade. Remember, I'm using proper risk management, so I'll be stopped out on this trade. I'll just close that trade or it will be stopped out, and then I look for a pushback to then go further up, either to these highs and even higher, right? So that's a simple setup there. Let's look at the next trade setup. This is okay. This is let me remove this one. Okay. Oh, okay, no problem. Let me leave it there. Okay, so what did price do overnight? This is pound yen. What did price do overnight? Price has pushed up and then pushed back down. Okay, breaking structure right there. Okay, so it's trending downwards at the moment, right? It's trending downwards at the moment. Okay, so what do we expect? So where's our last valid range? Our last valid range is between these lows here and these highs here. So what do we expect? We expect price to pull back and then continue downwards, right? So price has a potential to trend downwards. Okay, let's look at the next one. Oh, where's the next price action? Okay, good. So this is Euro Yen as well. What did price do overnight? Price broke structure there. You can see it clearly, broke structure. It's pulled back in. It's currently, this is a pullback candle here. So it looks like it may actually pull back a bit more and then go further down, or it may just break this level here. Okay, right? So for sake of full disclosure, no, I'll leave that for my premium class people. I'll leave that for premium class people. Okay, so good. Because this, like I said before, you know, all we're looking for, 3 basic things we're looking for. Either a break of structure, for our entries, or a market structure shift for our entries, or what I call rejection candles. Okay, rejection candles or engulfing bars, the likes of engulfing bars and co. Right. So that is what we're looking for. So here, what the price do overnight, we can see a nice break of structure, pull back, and it's come back down. Right now, it's pulling back up there. So I would like to see price give me a rejection candle so that I can then go further down with it. Or if it then breaks this high, I'll then just go up with it like that. Okay, beautiful. Let's look at the next one. Euro USD, very nice. So what's the price do overnight? So price started from here, pushed up, pushed down, pushed up, break of structure there, is pushed back down, right? And it's now looking like it wants to push up again, right? If you were here, maybe some, let me see, what hour was that, or what time was that? This was like 6:30, or let's even say this particular one, about 6 o'clock. If you were here around 6 o'clock, this will have been a very good entry on this pullback here for you to go long. And all you just be looking for is for price to hit here first, right? And then continue that way. Because all we're looking at a potential trend, right? It's done the first one here during Asia, break of structure. It's pulled back. It did not break this structure down here. And it's now currently looking like it has a potential to go up and, continue upwards like that, right? Very simple, very easy. And we're on the 30 minutes chart. So we're just following that continuously that way, right? Remember what I said in the beginning, that as a successful trader that you are, you want to use a repeatable process. You want to use the same process over and over and over again, right? Just like in businesses too. If for instance, if a business brings out a product and it sees that their clients, their customers really like that product, they will hammer in, they will drill in even further. They will continue to give more and more and more and more. And then they might even have a research and development department that will look at how can we even improve this and make it even better for our clients, right? So that is what you're doing as a trader, as the successful billionaire trader that you are, right? So we want you to concentrate on a process, right? You can see my process, very simple. I'm not looking for, one win. No, I don't want one or two wins. I want consistent, regular, continuous wins. That is what I want, right? So, and to get that, I need to use a repeatable process so that my mind can see the setup, I can see the pattern, and then I can follow that pattern over and over again. Okay, let's look at pound USD now. Good. Pound USD too has a similar thing. Earlier in the morning during Asia session, break of section there, break of what do you call it now? Break of structure, not break of session. Break of structure there, then it pulls back, and then now it's looking like it's going back up. It's almost up here now. It's rather late to start entering now. However, if you want to be aggressive, right, you can enter right now. If you want to be very aggressive, enter right now. Put your stop loss maybe right there, or give it some room, right? Expecting that at least you hit this level here and then potentially move further, right? Conservatively, I would rather just wait, right? Wait for it to break above, and then I'll continue with it that way, right? In fact, something like that happened yesterday during our London session. Where was it? Is this pound USD? Was it pound USD? Yes, it was pound USD. Yes, it was here. Good. This was it. Remember when we're at the chart yesterday, this was the candle that was happening, and we are seeing this break of structure right here. It pulled back and then went back up. This candle was very bullish at that time, right? And I said, what I would like to see is that I want to see that price break this level, let it close above like that, break this level, and then I'll enter on that next candle. But look at what the candle did. It broke back inside it, right? And then eventually gave you a break of structure and a very nice move here. Break of structure, pull back, break of structure down to the lower side, right? So I mean, we have a process that we're using and it's very, very profitable, right? Very, very profitable. Okay, so all we're waiting for, okay, you can see now it's pulling back. So just wait for it, let it pull back. We already know that we are bullish, right? Because we have a break of structure, we are bullish. So we want to see it break this level, right? Break this level and then we'll continue going back up. Or if it comes back down and breaks this level, then we want to then go further down with it. We expect, right? So okay, let me do, or let me just say it here before we do the last one. The pound, yeah, sorry, not pound yen, the USD yen, right? So what I wanted to say was that even if when you get your trade set up, right? Even when we get our break of structure, for instance, there is nothing that says that the market cannot go the other way, even when you get your trade set up, right? That is why we say you do not have 100% guarantee. There is no way you will know, right? And nobody knows. That's a good thing about this thing. Nobody can come and bamboozle you and tell you, oh, yes, this thing is definitely going up, right? Nobody can bamboozle you like that. So there's nobody that is that has a crystal ball. The crystal ball, you are the crystal ball. You are the one that sees the pattern, and you are the one that takes that trade setup the way you see it, right? So this is a pound yen. Sorry, not pound yen. USD JPY. What did price do overnight? We can see a nice break of structure here. Another break of structure there. It's pulled back in. So what do we expect? We expect it to pull back and then break further down. As long as it does not break above this level here. This is where my last valid range is, right? So price is trending downwards. Wow, this is very nice. For many of the what do we call them? Many of the I've not even seen anyone that is ranging as such this morning. So they all look like in a nice trend. So let's see how price will play out for the London session traders today. Lovely. Do we have any questions? Okay, if we don't have any questions, good. I wish you very good trading and very many pips. Okay, so we'll see at the New York session at 2 p.m. Nigerian time if you are available for that. Thank you very much. I'll upload this one and send us the link. Thank you.